student athletes, Shemek Karnowski and Byron Wesley. Coach, we'll ask you to make an opening statement, then we will take questions for the student athletes only. We will then release the student athletes and take questions for Coach Hugh. Coach?
Hey, it's an awesome feeling, and I speak for the players and the staff to be advancing in this tournament, and now to be only 40 minutes away from a Final Four, and I'm just proud of these guys and how it's went down. We didn't play perfect tonight, and probably didn't even play what we would consider like really good, and that has a lot to do with UCLA. But what we were is we were tough and we were gritty and physical, and I think that's kind of how we've been all year. So I was proud of that, and I just want to tip my hat to UCLA. What Steve did this year with that club when we played him in December, they hit a real tailspin there, and to me that's the hardest thing to do in coaching, when you're dropping games in the middle of the year and somehow trying to flip it and change it, and he did that, and he got these guys all the way to the Sweet 16, and just deserves a ton of credit for us, and they battled tonight and really made us work.
Okay, questions for the student athletes. Again, please raise your hand, wait for the microphone. We'll go second row, far right.
Hi, Leah Frazier-Dixon with Bring the Pain Sports here in Houston, Texas. This question is for Shemek. Pretty soft stat line for both teams for this game. The difference was rebounding. Tell me how you feel about your play, your post play this evening.
I try to establish myself down low and give guys opportunities to throw it down low. And I thought they did a great job finding me there, especially Kevin, Byron, and Kyle. So I thought the game was very physical, and I thought we showed that we can battle on the glass with everyone.
Okay, here we go on the left.
This is for Karnowski, too. Can you talk about the first of the second half, whenever they had cut it to 1 and y'all had that big run and you were really dominant in that span? What was working well there?
Like I said, my teammates found me down low. When I was cutting, rolling from pick and roll, they tried to ice the pick and roll. We had our way to solve it, and I thought they did a great job just finding me on those rolls, and I had a great opportunity to finish.
On the left in the rear.
Jeff Du Bois from Cairo TV in Seattle. For both players, could you tell us how telling it is about this team that when you have a shooting night like you did tonight, you can still win in such a decisive manner?
Byron, why don't you start?
I think it says a lot about this team. We know we're a really talented offensive team, but on nights like tonight when we're able to win by double digits, definitely not having our best shooting night, I think it says a lot.
I thought, like you said, we didn't have a good shooting night, but like I mentioned before, we did a great job on the rebounding, especially on offense. So I thought it was a huge factor for us.
Question for the student athletes. Here we go on the left.
Stephanie Kuzidum with the Houston Chronicle. This is for Karnowski. I was just wondering, back in Poland, when was the first time that you watched the NCAA tournament? Do you remember?
Probably like 2009, something like that. You have to be up until like 2 a.m., 3 a.m. to watch those games. So for me, it was always a dream to be here and to play deep in the NCAA tournament. And right now I'm here and I'm trying to enjoy every second of it.
Again on the left.
Chrissy Rican from the Associated Press. For Karnowski, there was a couple plays there where you found Sabonis a couple times, once on a dunk and once kind of a behind-the-back pass. How fun were those moments with your teammate there?
Yeah, Coach did a great job calling the play. We saw that they tried to double me from the other big guy, and I just tried to find Domas, and I know he'll finish those plays to down low.
All the way in the back on the left.
Jacob Thorpe, spokesman review. Byron, obviously it was difficult to shoot facing the basket in this one for both teams. Was there a reason for that? Was it just the setting in the gym, or was it something else?
I can't speak for the rest of my team, but personally, I didn't really realize the depth perception or anything like that. Once the ball rolled out on the court, it was just a regular basketball game to me. But I'll talk to some of my teammates and see if they had some trouble with it.
Anything else for student athletes? Okay, Shemek, Byron will let you go. Thank you. And we'll take questions for Coach Few now. Here we go on the left and the rear.
Jeff Du Bois, Cairo TV again. Coach, what did you tell your team just before that 12-0 run early on in the second half? Really seemed to make a difference, turned it around.
We made a defensive adjustment or correction, I should say. We weren't doing a good job of protecting the rim on the screen and roll action and getting up higher on our guarding the ball handler in the screen and roll, and then also just, again, reinforce that we needed to get the ball inside out. From the bench, you could tell that both teams were kind of struggling shooting the ball, so we made a concerted effort, called a bunch of sets that kind of pretty much demands that the ball goes in there, and the guys did a great job of not only getting it to them, but obviously Shemek and Domus delivered.
In the rear.
Coach, since you've taken over the program, crossing this threshold of getting to the regional finals has been something that's been a struggle. I know the journey's not done for you, but how important is this win for the program to get back to the regional finals?
I mean, the biggest thing that this win is it allows this group to play together, which, again, is the highest motivating factor we got going on. I mean, that's all they care about. We get 2 more days together guaranteed, and we're 40 minutes away from, getting a whole nother week together, which I'm telling you, the way they feel about each other and care about each other and love each other, that is the motivating factor right there. As far as the program, it's the players. It's 100% about the players and the players that have been here, and we can feel them from all across the world, either playing in the NBA or playing overseas or working and raising families. They're all behind us. They've all reached out to us, and they know it's the one accomplishment that we haven't done. To go to a Final Four, and now we finally have an opportunity to do that.
Left on the rear again.
Coach Mike Vaccaro, New York Post. Are you going to lean at all on Kyle since he has experience playing this deep in the tournament, or is that more responsibility than you want to give to a player, just trying to be more like one of the crowd?
No. I mean, Kyle does what he does, and obviously he does it very well, as you guys have seen. And the leaders on this team are Bell and Pangos, but the greatness of this team is its selflessness. And how in Seattle it was Pangos having a big night, and then Wilcher having a big night, Gary Bell having a big night. Byron Wesley was a ball mover and played phenomenal defense against 2 of the better offensive players that we faced at North Dakota State and Aaron White from Iowa. Tonight it was Wes's night. Tonight it was Domus's night. Tonight it was Shemek's night. And nobody's happier than Pangos and Bell and Wilcher. And that's 100% of why we're here and why we are who we are. And we have 35 wins on the year, which is a crazy, crazy number at Gonzaga.
Okay. 5th row on the left.
Coach Few, how much has that trip that Coach Lloyd made to Germany for the U17 World Championships changed your program?
I have no idea. I don't. I mean, are you talking about to watch Domus or something, or what? Oh, Shemek? Yeah. I mean, obviously Shemek's a huge part of who we are, and I think it's great that more people got to understand that tonight, because to me, he's the one of the aspects that really puts us on a national elite level is his rim protection and his size and ability to score down there, and he's done that all year, and he's kind of done it under the radar, why Kev and Wilch and some of the other guys are getting a lot of pub.
2nd row far right, and this will be the last question.
Hi, Coach Few. Leah Frazier-Dixon with Bring the Pain Sports here in Houston, Texas.
Never heard of that. Bring the Paint Sports, huh?
Yes, sir.
All right.
My question is, how long do you actually enjoy tonight's win, but then reflect, adjust, and regroup and get ready for Sunday?
Well, I mean, it's happening right now. I got staff members out there watching that game as we speak. We'll have a great time on the bus ride home, and enjoy that, because this is 17 of the 17 tournaments for me, and I'm telling you, the police escort is like the coolest thing you can ever have. And these guys are amazing. I mean, we have just threaded ourselves through Houston traffic, and it has just been showtime. So we'll have a good time with that on the way home, and then we'll get together. We'll meet tonight. Obviously, the staff will watch film into the wee hours and kind of give an overall view at the meal for the guys, and then we'll have the game plan in by mid-morning tomorrow.
Okay, thank you, Coach.
Yep.